In a movie called Remains of the Day, there is a head butler, Stevens. They work in this place called Darlington Hall, and Stevens is so devoid of emotion that I wanted to tell a story about him and the staff at Darlington Hall and the impact that that had. The story is based just before the Second World War, and I'm not going into that. Yet it's Stevens and the other characters that interest me. So Stevens is just really poised and he's full of dignity and really upholding of his stature. The head housemaid, Miss Kenton, is a lot less reserved. She is still exemplary in what she does and the maintenance of the house and all the maids that report to her, yet she has that warmth and that feeling that goes with it. And you see them down in the eating, and Stevens is really upright and not entering into the banter of the other household staff. And really you can see that he just doesn't get. At one point, his father comes into employ in the house, and we get to observe a little bit about his father and just how he is such in that standing, that straight standing as well. And you see Stevens is really trying to emulate the figure that his father was as the butler that he had been over the years. And then sadly his father dies. Now Stevens does not share any feelings. He does not allow his emotions to come to the surface, and he just continues on with his work. And that is his way of hiding his emotions. Miss Kenton, on the other hand, tries to talk to him, tries to build a relationship, and yet Stevens pushes past. So in the end, what happens is Miss Kenton leaves and goes and marries someone else. And she is really happy. She loves her time in the house in Darlington Hall, yet she was looking for someone who was going to be by her side. And so she finally finds that person. Stevens, on the other hand, is very sad and lonely. And at the end of the movie, you hear him express that regret that he never allowed any emotions, no feelings, no relationships to bloom. So why am I telling you about the story of Remains of the Day and the household staff? It's more about the emotions and the person who is not aware of his emotions and tries to hide them, and Miss Kenton, who was aware of her emotions, who tried to use them, and the differences in their life. And it's not too dissimilar to the life that we can live. So being emotionally intelligent brings benefits. It brings benefits to your own self-awareness and to also the relationship you have with others. Emotional intelligence is important, and if only Stevens was able to take some grasp, he may have shared a better life.